So what is up everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Upcoming Mods. This is a series where I'll show you guys some images or videos of some of the mods that are currently a work in progress, not yet out, but hopefully coming out soon for Fallout 4. Typically I show you guys about 5 different mods from different mod authors, but today we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you one mod author that is bringing back some mods and actually releasing some new ones. So that mod author is Lord of War. You may have heard of him in the past. You console users probably only heard of him distantly because none of his mods ever actually made it over to consoles. Basically, he was a very popular mod author making some of the best, honestly in my eyes, the best armors on PC. They looked so good in the game, they were lore friendly, and all around just extremely high quality. Well, as many mod authors did leave, when there were some issues with Bethesda and mod stealing and mods being stolen from Nexus and being ported over to Bethesda.net and them not addressing it, a lot of people did leave. He was one of the mod authors that did leave in that little exchange, and basically now he's coming back. So what does this mean? This actually means a few different things, and I'm going to show you all of them right away. First and foremost, it means the mods that we did lose are going to be coming back. So I'll show you those now. First and foremost, one of my favorites from him is the Scavenged NCR armor. As you can see, it adds in this very cool looking armor that is, well, basically supposed to be a kind of crossover between typical NCR Ranger armor and maybe more of a Wastelander look. So you're kind of meant to be more into the waste. It almost has a Book of Eli feel in my eyes. And again, I want to reinforce the idea, these are seriously high quality. Even in game, they looked very good. Obviously, I don't have so many in-game images of all these armors because some of them aren't even out yet, and other ones were only removed, a long time ago. So then the next armor we're going to get back is the B90 armor. So this was one of the oldest ones. I think this was the first armor he kind of released for Fallout 4, and there's no good images of this. None of these images are doing the armor justice, but this one was also extremely high quality and just looked very good. There's a few different camos in game, and the base armor had that kind of digital camo texture or urban texture, whatever you want to call it, on the armor, and it did have some different options, so you could change it to be just flat black, flat white, etc, etc. It did look, again, very high quality, and it was a nice futuristic armor. So then last but not least, and the armor he has been known for the most, is the Rebel. This is probably my favorite armor mod for Fallout 4, just simply because it's not like super overwhelming. It fits into the game so well. I've used this in a ton of my videos. I still have the file saved on my computer. I actually technically have the files for all 3 of these mods saved on my computer, but they're not publicly available, so I typically avoid using them in videos because I feel like it's kind of like, hey, this is what you can't have. Regardless, like the other 2 I did show you, the Rebel is a very good looking armor. It actually has a lot of different variants, so if you go on Nexus right now, you could find people using the Rebel as a master and then posting some of the different variants as different options to download. This of course was assuming you had it already downloaded from the past and it was still saved on your computer. So again, those are the 3 mods we're going to be getting back. Well, actually, in his announcement that he's going to be bringing back all these mods, Lord of War did release a ton of new mods also. So basically what he said is that he's going to be releasing a new package including all these armors together, and it's going to do a few things. First and foremost, it's going to overhaul the gunners. It's going to change their equipment and gear to something a little bit more fearsome in his eyes. Then he's going to add in some Wastelander outfits, so this is going to be outfits that are going to be more meant for exploring and just fit the wasteland aspect of Fallout 4 more so than some of like the dresses and other stuff we have in the game. And he actually did say that he is almost kind of polishing and finalizing a lot of these, so we should be seeing a release hopefully in the next few weeks, maybe a month at most. So with all that being said, let's actually check out what the new armors are, because I think they look absolutely fantastic. So first and foremost, we have the Heavy Mercenary Gunner, and I'm so excited for this. These things look badass. So as you can see, this definitely seems like it's going to be used by the gunners, obviously it having that gunner insignia on them. I have a feeling this is going to be oriented to some of the higher level gunners just because of how scary it looks, but if you actually look through some of the images, you could see some of them are a little bit more bare bones. So the way I think this is going to work is there's going to be kind of a core piece here, so maybe just the chest piece and all the magazines are the actual armor, and then you'll have different shoulder pieces which you can mix and match with default armors in Fallout 4 or even armors from other mods. Again, overall the armor looks very good. I really like the kind of steel plating look. It looks like it almost looks like a knight. That's the best way I could describe it. And then you have those very high quality ammo pouches on his stomach which just look awesome, and then of course that mask just have such a nice look to it. So then up next we do have another gunner variant. So this is very reminiscent of the first one, although having some minor changes. As you can see, this one seems like it's going to be much more lightweight, maybe a lower level gunner or something like that. Nothing too crazy here, but pretty cool nonetheless. And then even another gunner variant, and this one actually looks much different than the other 2. This seems like it almost looks like a motorcycle outfit, I feel like. So I imagine those will probably be the lowest level gunners because it doesn't seem like they have any armor on, or maybe this will be like an outfit that's under the armor. All around it, all 3 of these look very good, and those are all the gunner outfits. So next up, we actually have a new variant of the Rebel armor. So obviously I showed you some pictures of the old variant of the Rebel armor. Well, now we're going to have this one, which actually actually looks very cool. I'm not sure what that actually means. Like, is this going to be something that you go into the workstation and you could actually change your existing Rebel armor to look like this, or is it going to be a totally standalone armor just taking the Rebel as inspiration? Regardless, I really love the look and kind of ideology behind this armor, and of course the regular Rebel. It almost looks like a cross between just casual clothing and kind of a military-esque style. It gives me a very much a Division look, if you know the game The Division. All around, I think it looks very cool. I really like the look of this armor, and actually something to note about these armors, especially the Rebel, it doesn't look like an armor. Like, you don't obviously don't have like those steel pieces as some of the other ones do, but you can actually upgrade them to have relatively good stats, so you could kind of look stylish, I guess, while also providing at least decent protection. So then next up we do have the Wastelander. So this one looks very interesting, probably my least favorite out of the bunch, but again, still looks pretty cool. You kind of have this big trench coat, and it actually looks like almost like what an evil boss would wear, or something like that, like the evil head of the Minutemen or something. This one's pretty simple, but all around I think all the armors do look very good, and I really like how he provided a bunch of in-game screenshots for all of them. I think that just makes it so much nicer, as well as it looks like there's going to be a lot of customizability between all these armors, so that's definitely going to be pretty exciting. I am really hyped for this new mod. He did say it's going to be like almost DLC size, so that's super exciting for all of us. And yeah, so if you want to see the whole album, I'm going to put a link in the description to his new post, and that's basically where you're going to be able to find all these different armors and all that. As always, I thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're as excited as I am. This is a huge mod author, and honestly one of the best ones we had in this series, so awesome to see him coming back. As always, again, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.